Hello everyone, this is Rohit from Informatica GCS, and in this video we will discuss about usage statistics in Axon Data Governance version 7.2. And in this meeting our agenda is we will discuss about what is meant by usage statistics and features in usage statistics and how to create metallized views for usage statistics and a quick demo. Yeah, from the usage statistics perspective, who generally are the people who are actually using Axon a lot, and when it comes to usage, it doesn't mean that how we browse through it. It also means keeping the content updated and making changes as per the necessity. So the content remains up to date. So the best way to keep that track is change request. So if there are a lot of change requests that are happening and going through well, it means that there is a lot of interaction happen. And then people onboarded assets will edit assets and also delete assets as per their requirement. We are having that track as well. And now how are my assets growing over time, and how are the people that are onboarded into Axon for using Axon, how are they growing over time. And when it comes to dealing with change request, how are my resolution times, like people taking a lot of time to resolve the change request and something need to be done to improve the process. So these are the kind of statistics which we are going after. We put them in three buckets essentially, like users, assets and change requests. So these are the features currently available in usage statistics. So for users, we can track the number of people logged in over time. Whereas coming to assets, I am creating the objects and I will be modifying the objects and deleting the objects. So how is my object growth over time? And a lot of information can be pulled out from the change request perspective, like who are my top 10 change request creators, and how are my change request statistics with respect to different facets, and how are my trends like with respect to change request created over time. And also we can view like whether change request is user initiated or system initiated, and also resolution trends, and all of this will be provided via materialized views. So there is no UI in Axon which we can access this. We have to run a shell script that will set up a materialized views, and this is an optional thing, and this won't be a part of installer or upgrade, because this triggers a job and runs in background to gather the data, and we cannot put our installation or upgrade pause for a long time in order for this to go through. So once you run a shell script, the materialized views are created and job is created and go through a nightly run, and the materialized views are kept up to date. And now how do we actually extract this data? We are creating a separate schema within the Axon Postgres database, and you will be provided with a read-only access to the schema which contains a materialized views. So we can either use pSQL or any other visualization tool of our choice, and once we provided the details like host, port and other schema, username and password, we can view the tables in the schema. And how to create a materialized views for usage statistics. And stats user is a predefined user to access the materialized views. So we have to run a mat view enable.sh script, and we need to provide one password so that the materialized views will be created. We will be seeing in the demo. And these are the table names which we currently having in usage statistics, and we will discuss in a quick demo like what actually this table contains and what are all the fields available. As you can see, I navigated to Axon server. I am under installation directory scripts. Here we have to run matview enable.sh. Do you want to create a materialized views for usage statistics? Yes. Do you want to create the stats user to access the materialized views? Yes. We need to provide a password. We need to retype the password, and we can see that user is created successfully. Now we will quickly navigate to a third-party tool called dbviewer, and we'll see how can we connect to this schema. And this is a third-party tool called dbviewer. Here we can connect to the schema PostgreSQL, and we need to provide the host IP and the database name in the stats user which we have created earlier, and the password. Test connection. So it is connected and the test connection is successful. So click on finish. Yeah, as you can see, MatViewDB9, MatViewDB schemas public, and here are the materialized views. And yeah, and these are the different tables which we have discussed earlier, and we'll quickly go through each table and we'll see what actually this table contains. So here in this table we can view the daily created and edited change request for the each facet. Like here the date implies the date on which the change requests that are created and edited, and also the object count, number of objects that contains change request, and also the number of automatic change requests that are created when you create an object, and also number of automatic change requests that are created when you edit an object, and also number of manual change requests and the name of the facet. And whereas coming to CR initiator status, here we can view the number of manual or automatic change requests like user initiated or system initiated. And also coming to CR resolution statistics, here we can view the average number of change requests that are resolved every day here, like the resultant date and the resolved count and the average resolution time, minimum resolution time and the maximum resolution time. And whereas coming to CR status stats, here we can view the count of change requests that we can view, like created count, like in progress, whether the workflow has been started and the CR is in progress, and the resolved count and the cancelled count. And in the CR top creators, we can view the name of the user and the email ID of the user and the role, like super admin or admin or a web user, and the CR created count for this user and the rank of this user. As we can see, he is in the top position. Whereas coming to object facet status, here we can view the number of created, updated and deleted objects for a facet level, like the date and the created count and the updated count and the deleted count and the facet name. And in user login statistics, we can view the number of times the user has been logged in, the date of the user logged in, the login count and the name and the email ID and the role of the user. Whereas coming to user sync statistics, here we can view the number of users created and the deleted from the particular date. So now we'll quickly create one glossary in the Axon UI and we'll raise one FR and we'll see how actually this data is fetching in this schema. As you can see, I navigated to Axon UI and I will create one glossary object here. Testing gloss. And we will quickly raise one change request for this glossary. Yeah, 7 close. So as these are the materialized views, we need to refresh the DB in order to get the updated data into the schema. So now we will navigate to Axon server and we will refresh the database. Yeah, as you can see, I navigated to Axon server and here we need to refresh the database using refresh matview.sh script. Yeah, here we can see like refreshed materialized views. Now we will navigate to DB viewer, third party tool. Yeah, we navigated to third party tool and we will simply refresh this schema using this functionality. Yeah, so now we will go to object facet status. So here we can see on the today's date we have created one glossary. See, as you can see, the created count is 4. Since we have created earlier, it is showing as 4. Now we have raised a CR, so we need to go to CR status stats. Here we can view, as you can see, the today's date and the created count is 10, and since there are already in progress are 8 and the resolved is 8 and the cancelled are 0. So in the similar way we can make use of other usage statistics as well, and not only view, we can just export this data as well. Like here we will be having export data. So here we will be having these different types of format and we can make use of them. And this is all about demo. If you have any feedback or comments, please contact using any one of the below links. Thank you.